Hey guys, this is your boy Rich. In this episode, we're actually going to be going over skin smoothing in Photoshop. We're going to take your photos from this to this, and I'm going to show you exactly what I did and what steps I took to get it, and also the picture for download is in the description below. Alright guys, as you can see, I already have my image uploaded into Photoshop. This is a portrait I took of a friend of mine, Nicole. We set up a photo shoot in downtown Charlotte. So what you're going to want to do first, starting off, you're going to want to keep your layer locked, but then you're going to want to duplicate this layer. This is very vital when you're actually doing your skin retouching. You don't want to do it on the main layer. So once you duplicate this layer, it's key to actually rename it. You don't have to. That's just something that I like to do. I like to always rename my layers so I know which one I'm working on. Or if I happen to add too much layers, I definitely know which one that I'm touching. Once you duplicate that layer, you're gonna wanna invert. You wanna hit Control I, it's gonna invert. It's gonna look kind of scary. Then you're gonna wanna go up to your blending options. Then you wanna go down into Vivid Light. Once you do that, you're gonna wanna go up to your filters up top, click on Other, and then you're gonna wanna click on High Pass. That's going to actually bring the skin smoothing. You can play with this doll a little bit. You can go up, you can go down. It's going to look a little funky when you go high though. I personally like to keep it around 8 and 9. 7 is actually a good number as well. It really depends on how detailed your shot was and kind of on what kind of lens you used. So if you want to follow along, you definitely can. That's perfect. I kept mine around 7.4. Hit OK. Then you want to go right up to your filters. You want to click on Blur. Then you want to click Gaussian Blur. With this here, the higher you go on the percentage with the Gaussian Blur, the less smoothing your skin is going to be. So you want to keep that number kind of low. You want to keep that number around 2 to 3, maybe 4. And again, it definitely just depends on how detailed your shot was. Hit OK. Now that we got that, we're going to actually create a layer mask. And what you're going to want to do to invert the layer mask, you're going to hit Alt or Option and then click on Layer Mask. Since it's black, you're going to make sure that your foreground color is white, and then you want to play with the paintbrush. You're going to want to make sure that you have a soft brush, not too big, because we're actually going to paint on the skin. That's actually going to allow us to have that smooth skin effect for our portraits. You want to be very careful. You don't want to paint over any eyes or any eyebrows, or definitely any lower parts of the nose. In this tutorial, I'm actually going to be doing it a little slow, but this technique is really to be done kind of quick. It's something that it only takes you 30 seconds to maybe a minute to complete. As you can see, I'm going around her cheeks. Going around her lips, under her chin. It's key to not actually touch the lip because that's the part that needs to be sharpened. If we go over the lip line, it's going to be smooth and it just won't look for aesthetically pleasing photo. You're going to want to soften up the nose some as well, of course. Just keep in mind, guys, in this tutorial, I am just teaching you how to smooth the skin. We're not really going in, taking out any blemishes, any beauty marks, or taking out any moles. I can do a later tutorial on that. If you happen to make any mistakes, you want to switch your foreground color to black, and all that's going to do it's just going to bring back the sharpening parts that you have probably smoothed out while you were painting white. So what you do here is all you do is you just go back in with black, and all it does, it fills back in what you may have messed up or just went over early in advance on accident. So now I'm going over the eyes just to double check to make sure that those were sharp. And here you can see a before, and then you can see an after, just to show you guys exactly what it actually, how different it actually makes the image.